Next, we have real-world application of grading system. So, first we have college use grades for admission. So, dito naman, yung grades, specifically, yung high school report cards and yung entrance exam scores. So, dito, natutulungan dito yung mga colleges para i-assess if yung student is academically ready na sila dun sa program na kukunin nila. Let's say for example, graduate yung estudyante sa senior high school, so syempre mag-a-apply siya sa college. So for example, yung high grades ng student is sa science and math, so it's more likely na matanggap siya dun sa engineering course, which is aligned siya dun sa science and math, which is magaling siya dun sa science and math. So, align siya dun sa engineering course. Then, sa grades naman, is magpo-provide ito ng, kumbaga, mas madaling, kumbaga, magkakaroon sila ng quick overview dun sa student, which is, may isip nila na competent yung student na, or yung consistency or yung strength ng student is bagay siya dun sa engineering course. Then, sa employers may check grades for job applications naman. So, dito naman, for example, sa mga fresh graduates ngayon. So, 'di ba, yung mga fresh graduates is kalimitan yung iba doon is limited lang yung mga work experience nila or wala talaga silang work experience. So, yung ibang companies is tinitingnan nila yung mga grades or yung GPA nung nag-a-apply na applicant para ma-evaluate nila kung responsible ba sila or competent ba sila dun sa ina-applyan nung mismong candidate. So, for example, yung isang business, mas prefer ngayon nila na yung applicant is meron at least 2.0 na GPA. So, kumbaga, ito po yung proof of basic academic discipline nung mag-a-apply. Then, next we have here, helps in scholarship eligibility and academic awards. So, dito naman, so, kadalasan dito yung mga scholarship is nire-require dito na i-maintain nila yung grades nila. Like, for example, yung GPA nila. For instance, na yung student must, kumbaga, makikip nila at least yung 85, for example, 85% yung average na kailangan nilang i-maintain or i-keep para mag-continue yung pag-receive nila ng scholarship doon sa government or sa mga private scholarship. So, likewise, yung mga honor awards din, like yung with honors or yung Dean's Lister, is nagbe-base din yun sa mga consistent high grades, which is namomotivate dito yung mga students na kasali sa scholarship para, kumbaga, mas gawin nila yung best nila para hindi sila matanggal dun sa scholarship. So, kung halimbawa nagkaroon siya ng 85%, kumbaga, mas yung mindset niya is iisipin niya na malalagpasan pa niya yung 85%. So, sana mas tumaas pa yung percentage na yun para, kumbaga, hindi siya matanggal dun sa scholarship na in-applyan niya. Then, next. So, ito po yung mga grading system, yung 6, which is, binilagay ko dito yung kung saan sila ginagamit and yung purpose nila. Then, we have here the conclusion. So, sa conclusion naman, we have here grading system help assess and guide student learning. So, dito, yung, di ba, yung grades is parang pinapakita dito kung naintindihan ba ng student yung mga lessons. Kumbaga, natutulungan din dito yung mga teachers na i-identify kung needs pa ba ng tulong ng mga student. For example, if kailangan pa ba niyang ituro ulit yung mga topic niya if hindi niya naintindihan masyado ng kanyang student. Then, for example, for students na binigyan siya ng feedback ng teacher niya on their progress. So, Sa number 2 naman, different systems serve different purposes. So, each grading system has, kumbaga, meron siyang sariling own use, kumbaga. So, for example nga yung letter grade are good nga for comparison, then yung standard base naman is nakafocus lang siya doon sa mga learning goals, while yung narrative grading is nagbibigay siya ng mga detailed feedback. So, yung school is pipili din yung institution kung ano yung klaseng system or yung grading system na gagamitin nila doon sa school nila based doon sa kumbaga dapat mag-fit din yung teaching strategy or teaching style and yung goals mismo ng institution. So, hindi lahat ng grading system na tinalakay natin is ginagamit ng, for example, ng isang institution. So, dapat meron lang na, kumbaga, best fit doon sa teaching style nila. Then, sa number 3 naman, a well-balanced grading system benefits both student and educator. So, dito, kapag yung grading is, kumbaga, malinaw, meron ding fairness and kumbaga sinusuportahan nito yung mga student para mas ma-motivate sila, and also yung teachers is makapagturo sila ng mas effective. Then yung good grading system kasi is ina-encourage nito yung mga learning, not just competition or memorization sa pagme-memorize. So, next, we have here the activity again. So, pair up with classmate in discussion how you think your grade could impact your future. Think about college admission, getting a job, and even scholarship. And i-discuss nyo to on how other factors like skills, leadership, roles, and extracurricular activities work together with your academic performance to create opportunities for your future. So, next activity here is the multiple choice. So, 1 to 5 lang naman po siya. So, next, assignment. So, that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening, and I'm Ella D. Sarte, your pre-service teacher.